Hello, everybody. My name's Tom. I'm going to be doing my MPA3 today. I'm going to be reading 5 areas and narrating only the first 5 with a swim lane approach. I'm going to be doing a dilution of 1 to 5, which is a compost that I have that I purchased, actually, not one I made. And the viewing area is 200 by 300 micrometers. That's my digital camera field of view. I've got my 400X dialed in, and I am shadowing. So we're going to move into the upper left to begin today. I think I covered everything there. So upper left, here we go. Right there, bada boom. Right off the bat, looks like, ooh, we got some fungi in the bottom. Sweetness. Let's go ahead and measure that. I'm on a utility table because I'm moving right now, and this is what I've got to work with. It might be a little shaky. I realize that's not the most, the best scenario, but it's what we've got. And that looks like I'm going to call that a 1.25. So that'd be a 0.125 specifically. 125. And that looks like approximately 2 micrometers. It's a fungi. It looks brown to me. What about that one next to it? That's a 45-degree break. I don't know about all that. It's got some texture to it. But that is definitely a brittle break down there. That's a brittle break on that end. This is the one I just metered a second ago, so you know. But this, I'm seeing some texture going on. That does look like a brittle break, though. I'm counting that as fungi. I'm doing it. I'm counting it. It's the right color. It's got brittle breaks. I'm gonna count it as a 0.1. So that would be a 0.1. And that looks like to be about a 4 micrometer in diameter. And we're going to call that a fungi, and it is also brown. Yeah, it's brown. So I don't see anything else up here. I'm going to try to move my video screen of myself off to the side, but it keeps jumping back over after the recording, so I'm not going to try to keep it off my frame. Okay, it looks like a little actino right here. I'm going to call that a 0.1, making sure there's no more, because if there is, we're going to bunch them together into one number. But there's, oh, there is actually, there's right here. So that's looking like a 0.1 as well. We're just going to call that a 0.2. I don't see any more. So 0.2 on the actino. 0.2. And that looks like about it for this field of view. And moving on. It's like some fungi, some filament anyway, right here in the top. I'm seeing, call that, looks like about a 1.5. So that'd be a 0.15. And that looks like about, I'm going to say 1.5 micrometers. And I'm going to call it a fungi, and we're going to call that clear. It just looks like a weak fungi, that's all. But it's uniform. As far as everything else, you got that big disc spore right in the middle. It might be a mycorrhizal fungi. That'd be nice. But not seeing any. Oh, actino right here. Actino in the bottom. And that looks like about a 1, a little over 1, 1.25. Right here is some actino as well. So that's 1.25 plus 1.25. So that would be a 2.5. Let's see if there's any more. I don't see any more. So that would be 2.5 on the actino. Or 0.25, excuse me. 0.25. Okay, excellent. Moving on. 3, field of view 3 here. No flagellates, no amoeba. That filament looks very discombobulated. I'm not comfortable counting that as filament, but I do see some actino here, which is about I want to say 0.05. There's some actino here, unless that's just a really long lactobacillus. But there's no bend in it, so I'm going to count it as actino. So that's a 1.25. Oh, flagellate. Flagellate. Woo! Got us a flagellate right off the bat. So 1. And then, what was I? Crap. So that was a 1.25 on the actino there. And it looks like a hair right there. So we're going to call that it's a little less than 1. So the two together, I'm going to call 2, a 0.2 actino. I do not see anything else. So, oh, did I already? Oh, crap! I already counted that, didn't I? 0.25. Yeah. So I actually got it. Okay. Well, that works out. Around 3. Oh, come on, man. So, yeah, okay, we're good now. I just got a little off track here. So I did record the 0.2 as actino on this one, and then I moved the flagellate down. I got a little off track, to be honest with you, but I fixed it. So we're good. I'm just being honest with you guys. That's all. All right, that all looks good. I don't see any amoebas. I don't see any flagellates. It looks like that could possibly be a little fungi down here, but there's not enough to go on. I can't really tell. So we're moving on. This is field of view 4. It's like a sliver of actino here. Call it a 0.05. Possibly that actually looks like a bacillus, maybe? No, it's got some. Yeah, I'm not going to count it, but that one I will, because that's obviously actino. So that's 0.05. Ooh, flagellate. Flagellate right there. 0.05. Yeah. I'm not seeing anything else to record here. Go to the top of that organic matter just to be safe, in case there's an actino or fungi sticking out. And I don't see anything. So moving on. Number 5 here. Well, that's an interesting looking one. It's hard to tell if that's an amoeba or a spore. It could be a testate, but it's more likely a spore. It could be an amoeba here and an amoeba there. It might be budding or multiplying. I don't know. It's hard to tell, but it doesn't look like a testate, a typical testate. But that does look like an amoeba inside a shell. Bah, that's a tough one. That's a tough one. It has the morphology of a spore, but it has the that cytoplasm inside, I guess is what it would be called. Definitely looks like an amoeba in there. So there's one to talk to the old mentor about. I see that as a Ascomycota fruiting body structure, which is not something we count. And I see this being actino. So that's about a 1.5. Not seeing anything else. Not seeing anything else there. Oh, 0.5. So I've got 1, yep. So 0.15 actino. Okay. We got our flagellates, our fungi, and our actino, so we're good to go moving forward. And I'm not going to be narrating anymore because I'm tired of doing MPA3s. This is like the 30th one I've done it. It's because I talk too much. So we're just going to keep going and see how this works out. Holy cow. There's a big old flagellate. Look at that guy. He's decorated. One. That's a cercozoa. I know it in my bones that's a cercozoa, but my mentor, I keep pointing these out as cercozoas, and he keeps telling me, I don't know, I'm going to ask someone else, and so I never hear back. I don't get questions answered that mentors don't know. I don't know what the deal is with that. Maybe I got to pay more money. I have no idea, but I would call that a cercozoa. But I can't, so we're just going to skip that one. I think that was some actino right there next to it. I'm going to call that a 0.1, so 1.25. So that would be a 0.125. But I don't have to tell you that. Okay. What the hell? That's that big boy. Yeah, that's that big boy up there playing around. All right, so we got that. You see, here's another one. And I know, see, that looks like a cyst to me. That's obviously a cyst, but that is milky. It is almost the same color as the background. It's very hard to focus on, and it's moving, so it's modal. I think that's a cercozoa too. I do. I would love clarification on that. Somebody who knows what they're talking about, please let me know what's going on there. Not seeing anything else here, so we're going to move forward. Okay. Oh, there's another one right there in the middle. See that? If that is a protozoa, boy, this is going to be really underrated because of that. And I have no choice. I can't record it. I don't know. I don't have the criteria. All I know is what I think I know, and it's been shot down. So I have no idea. Boy, that's a tough one. That could possibly be a lactobacillus. I'm not going to count that as a result. It is modal. Actino should not be modal. But is it modal? That's the question. All right, I'm just going to keep going and not talk, or at least try not to talk here. There's a flagellate right there. Okay. Another flagellate. Damn. Rotifer up close, right? That's pretty cool. Pretty cool indeed. Facultative action going on. Look at him turning. Oh, burning and turning with the ciliates. Now the ciliate, we got the ciliate and the, what is that? A rotifer. So we're going to call 2. Okay. So Tino, 2. 2, 3. What is this? 3.5. 3. 3 micrometers. 2 units. It's fungi. 2. Righty. Righty. Hmm. Hmm. I believe that concludes this segment, this assessment. Yeah, I don't like that. This right here is not filamentous. So yeah, I'm gonna stop this because I've done so many of these and they're all too long. So bye.